Hello, Sagittarius. It is Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your mid-month reading from the 8th through the 15th. Hope you guys are hanging in there. Hope you guys are doing very well. Spirit had me do these mid-month readings just to let you know what kind of energy will be in the air for those of you who have been working very hard at establishing your relationship with the divine. A lot of you have been meeting or getting a sense of your ancestors and knowing who your deities are. You probably gravitated toward one deity in particular. Been talking to your spirit guides and angels as you should. So this reading is for you, Sagittarius, for November 8th through the 15th, okay? If this reading resonates with you, I ask that you hit like and subscribe, leave your comments. Make sure you hit that bell so that you can get any further messages when I upload them. I'll be doing the December readings around November 25th, some around that time. Let you know what December looks like for you. So let's begin, okay? 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the Tower, the Moon, the 10 of Wands, the Fool, and the Knight of Wands. Now I see exactly what's happening here. However, I have to say this in such a way to where you guys understand exactly what I'm saying, you know? Now, I understand that heartache is tough. However, we understand that it's a part of life. And if you notice, if there's any one thing that'll get your ass in gear, it's heartache. Heartache changes things. Heartache will get you to a place where you're like, you're either going to sink or swim. The next card represents sadness. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of you Sagittarius went through some heartache. But why aren't you guys turning around and looking at those 2 cups behind you? It is more, it's like way past due for you to look at those 2 cups behind you. They're full to the brim. Take a drink. Stop looking at what spilled over. What spilled over was not love in the first place. Love does not do this. Okay? Love does not do this. Love does not hurt like this. See, 3 swords to the heart is overkill, baby. I do not care how long you've known this person. This person means nostalgia or somebody that you've learned or known from the past. This card also represents little white lies. This card represents just big, blatant lies. However, both of them lead to this, okay? The Tower. Once that tower falls over, everything inside of that tower comes out of it, okay? And trying to hold on to a relationship that brings you nothing but heartache and burdens, okay? It's not really the look we're going for, okay? It doesn't mean that life is going to be this unicorn and rainbow type situation, because that's not reality, okay? We know that. However, Spirit is letting you know you can start off with a clean slate whenever you want to. That's what the Fool represents, a clean slate. This Knight of Wands represents a fire sign or somebody who is embodying fire sign energy that is going to be coming rushing in towards you. Likely because they're experiencing the Tower. It came in the same column with this Knight of Wands. Okay? So this Knight of Wands has experienced the Tower and will become rushing in towards you as you enter into your new beginning, trying to disturb your groove. Okay? This person is likely somebody from your past who has experienced some heartache of their own for whatever reason. They feel very burdened, likely by the lies they told and the heartache that they caused. However, you are a fire sign, aren't you? This is the Aries card. The Aries card embodies all fire signs, okay? So that would be you, Sagittarius. And the Emperor represents authority. Authority in every way, shape, and form. The Emperor has had so much experience with regards to life and how it works. He's fought many battles. That's why you see his armor underneath his outfit. He knows what he has, and he worked hard for what he has. That orange behind him represents the sacral chakra. It's the orange color. It talks about the words, I want. His wants are behind him, and what he has in front of him is what he focuses on. His wants come after what he appreciates, what he has first. And it's wisdom that gave him the opportunity to get to this place of authority. You have more authority than you think in this very moment with regards to the situation that you're in. Whatever it may be. And once you go ahead and claim your authority, the universe itself is going to hand you this pentacle, this currency. See, because currency makes life a lot easier. It really does. It allows you to do things that you would normally be able to do otherwise. You'll have so much if you grab that pentacle that not only will you have enough to give yourself, to take care of yourself, your family, live the exact life that you want to live, you'll have enough to give to those in need. Now this card is falling on top of the Tower, the person who's going to receive the Tower. Now, to my Sagittarius, who I'm talking to, you already experienced the Tower. You already experienced your Tower moment. So there will be no more Tower moments because you already experienced the Tower moment. The Tower moment gave you that heartache, that Three of Swords that popped up in the beginning, that taught you how to love yourself. Because you weren't really embodying the love for self enough to be able to really and truly unbind yourself from this position of being confused. You allowed yourself to be confused for whatever reason, but you're not confused anymore. But the confusion has fallen back onto the sender. The person who gave you the confusion is now confused. And that person was the person who had this deceptive energy, and it fell right on top of the moon, which represents lies. This person is a thief. Sorry, they do exist. They definitely do exist. People who like to steal things from your mind so that they have all the freedom in the world to feel the way they want to feel. And they will sacrifice your feelings all day long to make sure that their feelings are exactly what they want them to be. And if they have to steal to do it, they'll do it. They've got their head in the clouds with regards to what love really is. However, whomever I'm speaking to has been doing a lot of meditating, a lot of getting very much closer to the divine. You've been given your rite of passage into your high priestesshood, male or female. And that scroll that she's holding in her hand is the blueprint to life. And look at what else God is handing you. Love. In addition to financial security. You're no longer leaning on human understanding. You're now leaning on something bigger than that. And you know what that something bigger is, for those of you whom this is resonating with so far. This card either means third-party celebration, third-party situations, or celebration. So let's see what card comes next. It means celebration. Because with this new love that you're going to find, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a new family with this person. It could be with somebody that is a fire sign like yourself. But usually when I see this card right away, my gut, my intuition has always told me that this card represents somebody looking. See, this person is facing the happy family. Facing the happy family. And this person is not happy about the fact that you have found a happy family, because this person thought that they were your end all be all. But once you went ahead and showed them that that's definitely not the case, they're extremely pissed off at the fact that you don't need them for anything. It's the exact freaking opposite. So Spirit is telling you to work on something, okay? So let's talk about that. Work on continuing to receive your healing, okay? For those of you who are walking that path toward healing, for those of you who have reached that level and you've gotten to this pond of water to take a drink, as I've explained in other readings, no crops will grow without water. You cannot grow without water. Water represents love. In tarot, cups represent love. Cups are filled with water. Water is love. That's where you get your healing from. So that is what Spirit is telling you to do. Focus on your healing right now, okay? Focus on being healed. You have Temperance, which is an angel that is right by your side, healing your heart of the broken heart that you experienced recently. And it came right under the column of that broken heart card. Now, this is been mentioned and called the marriage card, okay? This is an earth sign. However, be aware of all of those knockoff earth signs that want to tell you that they have a big castle in the back and a whole bunch to offer you, and then you turn around and find out when all these suitors come your way through the 8th and the 15th, I want you to pay attention to this 7 of Cups. Okay? One of these cups has somebody all empty inside of it. They have no substance to them. Somebody is as cold as ice. Somebody's empty as hell. Somebody just comes and goes as they pleases like a pirate. Somebody's a damn gold digger. Somebody'll bite you and breathe fire on you like a dragon. Somebody'll bite your ass like a snake and poison you. But you need to make sure that the person that you pick is wearing a wreath. And this wreath represents somebody who's been congratulated by the universe because of their actions, just as you have. And because you've been given your rite of passage into your high priestesshood, you're going to be able to recognize who's who. I promise you that. You have the authority in this situation. This is your life to live. Nobody else can live it but you. Okay? And at the end of the day, it's your choices that make all the difference in the world. And if you feel as though you don't want to be in a situation that you don't want to be in, you don't have to be in it. You don't need to feel guilty about it either. And once you realize that you are not bound to anything or anybody, but you, yourself, and God, that's your 10 of Pentacles moment. That's when it starts raining with nothing but abundance in every way, shape, and form. That's when your true congratulations comes in. Remember that wreath I talked to you about with the 7 of Pentacles? Do you see how everything ties in together? Do you see that wreath at the top of this 6 of wands right here? See this wreath? That's the wreath that you need to be looking for when you got your head in the clouds with regards to what type of person you want to manifest. You want to manifest somebody similar to yourself who can be praised for their actions and who has done the right things throughout their life. No, you're not perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about progression. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the boss lady. She worked for that damn pentacle. I done said this on so many occasions. I don't know how many more times to say it. She's a nurturer. It is the nurturers that raise children. It is the nurturers that step in and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm too nurturing to sit and watch all of these things happen in this world that are not or should not be happening. You guys are the light workers that are so much needed, and it's the nurturing aspect of yourself that you need to channel in the right direction. Stop nurturing people who will not nurture you back. Stop handing out your love to people like candy, to people who just eat it all up and then spit in your face in return. And the person who realized that you were their nurturer and that they hurt you and they did something very improper in the relationship, and you decided to go ahead and say, yeah, man, I'll pass. No, thanks. No, thanks. I don't have to receive the gifts that you want to give me. The gifts that you give are pretty much bags of dog shit. I don't have to receive that shit if I don't want to. I don't have to accept any gifts that you give me. If somebody tries to give you a gift and you don't receive it, whose gift is it? It's theirs. So that's where all that damn anxiety on their end comes in. But here you are being transparent, talking to your spirit guides and angels, making sure that your relationship with God is up to par. That's why you're getting all this healing and all this praise. All this healing and all this praise and all this acknowledgement from God, because you have put the work in to get it. And you'll soon learn that this marriage material type individual was nothing like what they said they were. And it's funny how a lot of tarot readers like to say, when you go ahead and you talk about how bitter you feel about this and how you feel about that, you know what? Life is not full of a box of chocolates. It's not. Life is full of a whole bunch of interesting stuff. And it's up to you to be able to identify that stuff. That's up to you to recognize if this King of Pentacles is really a King of Pentacles or if this King of Pentacles is really a Page of Pentacles, okay? A Page of Pentacles cannot give the Queen of Pentacles what it is that she needs. The devil is a deceiver. The devil will sit here and make somebody look like they have a lot more to offer than what they have. But because of the work that you've been putting in, you starting to peep this shit real quick, aren't you? Now you have a decision to make between the 8th and the 15th. Oh, your ex is going to be coming in like never before. Believe that. This methodical individual, this slow-moving individual who was sitting there with all those damn maybes. A maybe is a no, okay? If this person has to sit and think long and hard about where they want to plant that pentacle, they shouldn't be thinking about pentacles at all when it comes to love. They should be thinking about cups. Cups represent love. Pentacles represent currency. What the hell does currency have to do with love? In the beginning, absolutely nothing. Well, of course, you want to make sure that the person that you're with is on your level. Of course, the person that you're with, you know what I'm saying? You're allowed to have expectations and standards. But you damn sure don't need to be with somebody who thinks methodically with regards to love. What's methodical about it? And here you are holding your hand up. This card means commitment and contracts. And the card came like this. You got your hand up. Commitment's got his hand up toward this methodical person. Like, nope, sorry. That ain't the kind of love I'm looking for, baby. Go find somebody else who likes that kind of party, okay? I'm moving on up from that type of behavior. I'm moving on from that type of thought process. And that fell right on top of the Queen of Pentacles, which is you, that nurturing individual who continues to find yourself being taken advantage of because you're so quick to love somebody rather than love yourself first. Stop pouring all your love into everybody else and start pouring your love into yourself first, and then you will find that you will attract the very thing that you become. This is you looking out into the world saying, wait a minute, I got the world in my hands. All this whole time, I thought I was so far away from this place. I've been here all along, like in Alice in Wonderland. She was walking around and that cat, remember, would come and disappear whenever the hell he wanted to. Like a lot of friends we know, they just come and go whenever they want to. You got people who like to play mind games, like that little caterpillar who was smoking on his pipe and keeping you distracted with these old, birds that started singing or flowers that were singing. And she was like, look, dude, I ain't interested in all this stuff going on around here, man. I want to get home. She was home the whole time. Was you the whole time. With your hand on that wand, ready to put action into the world. But you got distracted. And the devil is clever like that. I'm telling you that. And the first damn thing that the devil uses to get you off your rocker is relationships. The devil knows that love is very powerful. And that if you get involved with somebody that you shouldn't get involved with in the very first place, it'll find you in a very bad position because you'll be sitting there and then you'll be love's slave rather than knowing what love is all about to begin with and knowing who it is that you should be loving and who it is that you should stop loving because they're not reciprocating your love. No more unrequited love. We don't play that anymore. You see what that does at this point now. With this Venus retrograde, that was the whole point of it. For you to see how love can put you in a pickle. How about that? Now it's time for you to put your ego down. Put your ego down. There's nothing that you have to say to this individual. You already got your closure. You know you'd have watched so many damn tarot readings at this point. You know the gist. You get the drill. You know how this works. You know who's been doing what. Keep your mouth shut and let the universe do its thing. Don't try to control the outcome. All you can control is yourself. Stay in the light and stay focused on where you're going. Don't worry about where the other person's going. That's their business, and that's between them and God. You worry about what's between you and God. Judgment means that something has to end in order for something to begin. You know what had to end in order for something to begin. You were unhappy in this relationship. That's why it ended. The person broke your heart just one too damn many times. And you knew it had to end. I mean, the relationship literally left you feeling like dead. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't deserve this shit. Kick rocks if you're going to be bringing this type of energy around me. I don't need that shit. I'm coming out my casket with or without your permission. And baby, when you did that, it came to fruition that you came out that casket. And all that devilish energy had no power, and look at what came. This is the marriage card. And I already told you, you pulled the Ace of Cups. You saw me pull it. I'm closing you out, Sagittarius. You don't have to defend yourself against anybody's gossip. You don't have to defend yourself against anything. You know who you are. You've been working too closely with God for you to be in any bad position. Let your angels do all the defending for you. That's what they're there for. This is a messenger of information. You sent out a little SOS signal to your counterpart. You're looking for love. You're not looking for somebody that wants to be your business partner. You're not looking for somebody that wants to do anything except for love you. Spirit heard your SOS, and trust me, this love partner heard your SOS too, because this love partner needs love just as much as you do. The King of Cups is looking for somebody to really and truly, be their true counterpart. And that's you, Sagittarius. So are you ready for this love that's coming your way? And this is a messenger of work. This is God telling you this is your work. Are you ready? Are you ready for the work that's coming your way? Because you and this new counterpart that you're going to get with has a lot of work in this world to do. And if you're a spiritual person, you're going to attract a spiritual person. If you're a loving person, you're going to attract a loving person. And you don't have to be afraid of somebody cheating on you like that. The King of Cups does not cheat. The King of Cups does not do stupid stuff like that. The King of Cups understands the cause and effects of love and does not play with love. Love is not to be played with. Love is a very sacred thing. Too many people been looking at it as some casual shit that doesn't hurt people. And once somebody gets hurt, you know what? Everybody's not made out of the same cloth. Everybody does not know how to deal with that shit the same way. You have no idea how many people have hurt themselves and put themselves 6 feet deep behind heartache. And I truly feel for those people and their families. I'm telling you right now, we are in some serious times right now when it comes to love, heartache, and people wanting clarity within their relationships. That's why all of us light workers are booked to the gills. Some light workers have completely closed up shop because they so damn booked all the way to damn January. But I got my shop open. And you know what? I do way more readings in a day than I should because I know how many people out there are looking for clarity, and I'm not going to leave nobody hanging. Because I got it in me to do that for you guys. I got it in me to do that for you guys. A lot of us light workers have experienced this before it even came along so that we could go ahead and teach you how to get through it. So for those of you who feel as though you need a private reading to get some clarity over your situation so that you can really and truly move on and step into your divine power and get the blessings that God has in store for you, go ahead and book your readings and book them ASAP because I'm telling you, slots are being taken rather quickly. Even the urgency slots. That's all I have to say, baby, and I do know this resonated with somebody. I don't know who, I don't know how many, but I know it resonated with somebody. If it resonated with one person, cool. That's that one person that got the message they needed. So with that being said, my loves, namaste. I'll talk to you soon, baby. I'll talk to you closer to December. Namaste, loves.